EVE Online is one of the few remaining MMOs that is still fully playable and supported by developers. While many beloved MMOs have fallen, EVE Online persists in part thanks to its unique, genre-bending mechanics that make it unlike so many other MMOs. I highly recommend that everyone give EVE Online a try. It is not for everyone, but it is worth at least spinning up an alpha account character to get a taste of what this sandbox space exploration and warfare game is really like. But before you dive too deeply, here are 5 things you should do before you start playing EVE. And don't worry, if you're playing EVE and haven't done these yet, you can do most of them now or in the near future. I'm Amoni Pinala, let's get started. Number 5 is set up a Discord account separate from your main one. EVE Online is a game that requires a lot of coordination and communication. Discord is a popular choice for many groups, big and small, as a tool for text chatting, video sharing, and voice chat. That said, Discord may also reveal a little too much about you personally depending on how you set your original account. I am a game designer, and therefore I use Discord in both professional and personal contexts, and in hindsight, I wish I had thought ahead to set up a second account. Fortunately for all of you, it is now easier than ever to do so. In recent updates, Discord has added the ability to switch and manage accounts linked to your Discord app, so you can easily switch between them. Number 4. Think up a couple names for your main character. It is a time-honored tradition in EVE Online to give characters meme names or names that refer to their purpose. But having talked to several people who have said characters as their main character, the jokes stop being funny after a while, and eventually you're just trying to get past the initial, "Yes, that's my character's name. Yes, I thought it was funny at the time." Your main character is the one that everyone will associate you with, so it's best to come up with something a little more practical. But hey, it's not all thunderclouds and dropped ice cream out there. If you want to have a character with a funny meme name, make an alt character that has that clever name and go wild. Number 3. Invest in headphones for your computer. As was mentioned before, EVE Online requires a lot of coordination and communication. Do you know what makes that hard? Having to hear every game noise feeding back into your microphone while you talk over voice comms. It's a personal pet peeve of mine, especially since you don't need a fancy set. Just something to keep all the noise from your computer contained within the confines of 2 cans that sit on either side of your head. Number 2. Consider getting a gaming mouse or gamepad. It's almost a trope of MMO genre that hotkeys are essential to playing these types of games well. EVE Online is no exception, and when you factor in things like voice comms, there's never been a game I've felt it was more necessary to have at least a gaming mouse. What's the difference between a standard mouse and a gaming mouse? A gaming mouse usually has extra programmable buttons that allow you to add extra functionality with just a slight shift of your fingers while playing. This is not a sponsored post, so I won't mention any specific brands or models, but my favorite gaming mouse has 1 or 2 buttons just above the spot where your thumb rests, as that seems to be one of the easiest spots to access without hindering your ability to move the mouse. Gamepads are something I'm relatively new to, and EVE Online was the thing that convinced me it would be nice to have one. A gamepad is a supplementary set of keys, buttons, and other little doohickeys that provide a more ergonomic setup for all your hotkeys all within reach of one hand, rather than trying to remap all your hotkeys to specific corners of the traditional keyboard. Again, not sponsored, so there's no brands or models to recommend, but I got one that has 20 keyboard keys, a mouse wheel, a directional pad, and a giant click button. If you're having trouble finding what you're looking for searching for gamepad, try looking up gaming keypad. Number 1, and this is the biggest and most important piece of advice that won't cost you any money: set up a Gmail account for playing EVE Online. I'm going to sound like a broken record at this point, but EVE Online requires tons of coordination and communication. Plus, EVE Online is affectionately referred to as spreadsheets in space. It should come as no surprise that people have lots of documents, spreadsheets, and presentations to share with their fellow players, and your personal Gmail account may give away too much information about yourself, and you don't exactly want to broadcast that to everyone who plays EVE Online. Do yourself a favor. Once you've made your main character, set up a Gmail account that uses your main character's name and go from there. It's better to have one ready to go than to set one up later in the moment of, do you have an email that doesn't use any personal information? One thing I'll note, I'm not sponsored by Google, so I didn't say Gmail on a whim. The key feature of Gmail is their Google Drive suite that allows making and sharing of documents, spreadsheets, and other files extremely easy. It's almost universally used by EVE Online players. Before I sign off, I want to congratulate the winner of the Capsuleer Day Buzzard skin. Thank you all for supporting my channel with your comments, likes, and all that wonderful stuff. If you'd like to keep up to date with everything I'm doing on YouTube and get more useful content like this, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. As I said in an earlier video, I'm hoping to one day be an EVE partner, and every like and subscribe brings me closer to that goal. Fly dangerously, folks.